What's up, you guys? It's PokeGirl7 here, and in today's video I'm teaching you 5 things you should be doing in Pokemon Go. So this video is a little bit more directed towards the new players or maybe even returning players that don't know quite as much about the game. It's a list of 5 things, I guess you could call them tips and tricks, maybe even life hacks. Just things that'll make the game a little bit easier for you, whether it be leveling up fast or powering up your Pokemon or catching Pokemon, all of that good stuff. So hopefully this is a helpful list. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you're interested in this kind of video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This first tip is hands down the best way to get XP and level up quickly in Pokemon Go. It is the friends list. I feel like not enough people really talk about the amount of XP you can get from your friends list. So let's talk about it. So it takes about 90 days to reach best friends with another trainer in the game, and reaching best friends can get you 163,000 XP without a lucky egg. Lucky eggs can actually double that amount. So you can open up to 20 gifts a day and send about 100. So let's say you do 100 interactions with your friends every single day, not counting raids. This is strictly sending and opening gifts with each other. If you do that every day for 90 days and get best friends with all 120 of those friends, you would get about 19.5 million XP, and it only takes 20 million XP to reach level 40 in the game. So in 90 days, you're basically at level 40. You might have to do a little bit more grinding, which I'm sure the other things you're doing in the game will get you there at that point. So you can technically use the friends list to get level 40 in 90 days. Of course, this is all much easier said than done, and it's not really likely to have 120 friends that are going to consistently open and send gifts every day. Now granted, there are other ways to interact with friends such as raiding and trading, but it's not very likely to be able to keep this up with 120 people every single day for 90 days. I'm just throwing it out there that it's possible, and either way, you can get tons of XP from the friends list. So using that on top of other things in the game, like using lucky eggs when you're raiding or catching Pokemon, evolving Pokemon, all of that, you will hit level 40 pretty quickly. It's much easier to hit level 40 these days than it used to be back in 2016 when the game first came out. So I think if you guys really go for it, you can hit level 40 in 90 days or less. So my next tip would be to get your 50 PokeCoins daily. So if you guys didn't know, if you can defend a gym for 8 hours or more each day, you can get 50 free PokeCoins. So if you do 50 PokeCoins for 30 days in the month, that's 1,500 PokeCoins a month and 18,000 a year. So if you're a free-to-play player and you really don't want to spend any money on the game or PokeCoins, take advantage of this. I could do videos later on how to defeat gyms and how to put in the best gym defenders and all of that. Now, I'm not much of a battler myself, and I'm a little bit hypocritical here because I don't even know the last time I got my 50 PokeCoins in the game. But this is just a tip for those people who don't really spend much money on the game. They're not able to, just don't want to. You can get 50 PokeCoins a day, and it may not sound like much, but it stacks up quickly. You actually can't get more than 50 PokeCoins a day no matter how many Pokemon you have in gyms. So really all it takes is one that's going to stay in there for at least 8 hours or more. You can get PokeCoins if your Pokemon's in the gym for less time, but it basically caps at 50 at 8 hours, and then that's it. So you don't really have to put too much effort into this. Maybe just take down one gym that doesn't really get as much attention and try to keep your Pokemon in there for 8 hours. You can actually feed your Pokemon berries from a distance. The game will notify you when your Pokemon is losing motivation, and then you can remotely feed it a berry. The best berry to use is a golden raspberry because it fills up its motivation all the way. So if you're struggling keeping Pokemon in gyms, try to experiment around, find gyms that aren't really tampered with as much, and also do the remote feeding for a while. Some people even camp out at gyms and constantly feed their Pokemon berries, so the people fighting really stand no chance and they end up just giving up. That's a little bit more of a hardcore grind. But the point is, you can get 50 PokeCoins a day, and I think people should take advantage of this if they don't really want to spend money on the game. This next tip is actually very simple, but a lot of players don't play this way, including myself. These days, I don't even follow this rule myself, but for all of you newer players that want resources in the game like Stardust, Candy, and XP, this one's for you. Catch every Pokemon. No Pokemon left behind. I'm telling you guys, it's so worth it. As long as you're in an area where there's a lot of Pokestops, you have plenty of Pokeballs, catch all the Pokemon. I promise you it's worth it. Like the first year into the game, I wasn't playing this way. I was pretty much just catching the things that I thought were cool. I wasn't catching the basic stuff like the Weedles and the Pidgeys and things like that. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. Every Pokemon is worth Stardust and Candy and XP. And during certain events, you can get double of those resources. So always catch every Pokemon if you're grinding towards that level 40 spot. And it's also very good for Stardust. I would say Stardust is the most valuable resource in the game. And if you're wanting to power up those Pokemon for Go Battle League or Gym Battles or whatever else, you need that Stardust. So catch every single Pokemon. I don't play this way anymore. Like I said, guys, the first year I didn't really. The like middle 2 years the game was out, I was catching everything. I got to level 40. It was great. I powered up a lot of my Pokemon. Now I'm sort of in that like retirement phase where I don't really have to catch everything as much. So I'm a little bit hypocritical on this tip too, but I'm telling you, new or returning players, take advantage of every Pokemon you see because it's worth it. My next tip is to use Adventure Sync. So Adventure Sync is one of my favorite features that has ever been added into the game. It has helped me so much. So if you guys don't know, Adventure Sync is a system that tracks your distance while the game is closed. So it pretty much uses the fitness app that you have on your phone. I think there is a fitness app called DFit, but this is just your way of hatching eggs or getting buddy distance, whatever else, while you're busy doing other things. It works really well just on its own, but if you guys haven't seen my egg hatching trick videos, you can check those out. I'm not going to really talk about it much in this video, but basically you can hatch eggs without walking at all. You can use the phone swing method, you can use the sock hatching method. It all sounds crazy, but if you haven't seen it, I'll try to link the videos down below or put them somewhere in here. But Adventure Sync is just a great tool to get distance. It's basically one of those things like, why wouldn't you have it on? It helps you and you don't really have to do anything significant to use it. So definitely turn your Adventure Sync on always. Okay, so before we get to the last tip, I wanted to cover sort of like a bonus tip. So I talked about this in a video a little bit over a year ago now. So I thought I would do sort of like a refresh of it and teach you guys all over again. So I'm not really counting it in the list of 5. Like I said, it's a bonus tip. But let me flip the camera around and show you guys. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys the fast catch trick. So pretty much everyone knows about this trick at this point. I think most players that play every day have been doing this for a while now. But if you don't know this trick, here it is. So I'm going to show you guys my inventory really quickly. These are the last Pokemon I've caught. This shiny Bulbasaur, actually. Not really a flex. I'm kind of tired of shiny Bulbasaur. But anyways, so this is the fast catch trick. So you're going to click on a Pokemon, and it's basically just a way to catch Pokemon quickly and get them out of the way. So what you're going to do is you can actually use either the berry side or the Pokeball side. I always use the Pokeball side. I feel like it's easier for me. So what you're going to do is click on this Pokeball and sort of drag it to the left side of the screen. As you can see, if I let go, it opens. But if I hold it down, nothing happens. So then after you have it drug all the way to the left, see how my thumb is on the left side here? You just click on the Pokeball, you throw it, and then you exit out and hit the run button in the top left corner. So now we're going to look into my inventory, and the Weedle is there. So it's a little bit quicker than waiting through the catching animations. This is a great way to catch Pokemon quickly if you're grinding for Stardust and that sort of thing. But I will actually show you guys that you can do it multiple times in a row for tons of Pokemon. So we're going to try to do it quickly here. Exit out. Let's do it for this Lotad too. It's a great way to catch Pokemon quickly. Let's fast catch this other Lotad. We should have like 3 Lotads in our inventory after this. And let's go look at it. There we have it. We caught the 3 Lotads without waiting for the animations. I feel like I caught these 3 in the time that it would have taken me to catch just 1 waiting through the animations. So it's kind of like you're catching Pokemon like 3 times as fast, maybe even more. So if you don't catch the Pokemon, it just won't show up in your inventory. Some Pokemon have a lower catch rate, so they might not go in on the first ball, like that Bulbasaur, for example. And if it runs away whenever you click on the Pokemon again, it'll just despawn and disappear, and that's it basically. So you can use other kinds of Pokeballs on this method too. You can use Great Ball and Ultra Ball as well, and that will work just the same. So for the Pokemon with lower catch rates, if you have time to switch over to a Great Ball or Ultra Ball, that helps you a little bit. But of course this method isn't perfect for every single Pokemon, but a lot of people really love this method. I find it very helpful myself. So yeah, hopefully you guys do too. So now it's time for me to show you the final trick of the video. So this is one that I've used in plenty of videos for legendary raids, but I've never properly shown you guys. So today is the day. So it's going to be the lock circle setting trick. So this is specifically good for legendary raids, but at the moment I don't have a legendary raid, so I'm going to use a regular Pokemon as an example. But this is the lock circle setting trick. I think that's the name for it. I've just always called it setting the circle, whatever. this is for legendary raids whenever you only have a certain amount of premier balls that you can use, and if you run out of those balls, the raid boss gets away. Of course, this is for any raid, but the legendary raid bosses have the lowest capture rate out of like anything else, so this is a very helpful trick to make sure you can get good throws in on your Pokemon and you never miss. So let's pretend this is a legendary Tangela, and let's say I only have like 8 balls left to go. So what you would want to do is use your golden raspberry on that legendary, and then this is the part where you need to pay attention. So as you can see, whenever you touch the Pokeball, a circle shows up. So the biggest green circle would be a nice throw, the middle size would be a great throw, and the smallest would be an excellent throw. So what we're going for today is an excellent throw. On legendary raid bosses, you want to try to get excellence. Greats can help too if you're not as good at setting the circle really small and aiming for it. But I think I'm going to go for the excellent on this Tangela. So I'm going to hold this Pokeball down until that circle gets small, about right there. Let me redo it for you guys just so you can see. Pay attention to the green circle. Maybe there. As you guys can see, the longer you hold it on, the circle resets back to nice size and it keeps shrinking down and restarting over and over. Right now, this Pokemon is set to the excellent throw size. So what you're gonna do is wait for the Pokemon's attack animation, not the jumping that Tangela is doing, that right there, and then you throw. Okay, we got a great throw. I did not have the circle set small enough for excellent on Tangela. Basically, the smaller the circle, the better. That was a great throw, but that's the first example. Okay, so let's try it on this Roselia. Let's set that circle super small down to excellent size. This is a small Pokemon, so it may be a little bit difficult, but if you guys didn't know, you actually don't have to reset the circle every single time. If you just throw the ball during the Pokemon's attack and then don't touch it again until the next attack, the circle will stay at the same size. So you'll get the hang of it over time with experience, but it becomes fairly routine after a while. Okay, so I still haven't got that excellent throw yet. I think I'm gonna try it on this Tauros right here because it's a larger Pokemon and it seems like it'll be a little bit easier to have as an example because most legendary Pokemon are big and the excellent circle is not super tiny for them. So let's set it down like that and wait for the attack. Now the main point of this method is that you hit the Pokemon every single time because a lot of times in legendary raids the Pokemon's attack very frequently, so you're basically hitting it with the ball in between attacks. And this also makes it easier to get excellent throws, which improve your chances of catching the Pokemon. And there we have it, we got the excellent throw on the Tauros. But yeah, an excellent throw with a golden raspberry is like the best way to catch a Pokemon. It has the highest chances of successfully catching it, so this is your way to ensure that you can get the most excellent throws possible. Like I said before, this just takes practice and over time you'll become a champ at it. So those are my tips and tricks that I think you should be using in Pokemon Go. So let me know in the comments down below if this video was helpful for you, and also tell me how long you've been playing the game. I'm very curious how many of my viewers have been playing since 2016, or if you guys are like brand new players or maybe returning players that haven't played in a few years. Let me know all of that in the comments down below, and I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video right here. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel to join my Gengar gang, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!